Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are plugging into the Matrix. It's a big one.
Definitely.
And our mission here isn't just to talk about cool effects, but really to unpack why this film still makes you question, well, pretty much everything. Reality, choice, control.
Exactly. We start with that really unsettling core idea, don't we? This highly advanced simulation built by machines.
Right?
And humans are basically batteries.
Right?
Bioelectricity and heat. Neo's journey is that whole arc from being totally unaware to suddenly seeing the truth, the shock of it.
And what grabs you immediately is how it uses these ancient philosophical frameworks. When Neo gets pulled from that pod, that scene is just pure horror. Seeing the fields of humans. Is that basically Plato's cave right there on screen? Mistaking the shadows for the real deal.
Oh, absolutely. It's a perfect visual analogy. The film really leans into the idea you've accepted a manufactured reality.
Yeah.
And the machines themselves, they function almost like Descartes' what was it? The malicious deceiver.
Evil genius, yeah.
Yeah.
That thought experiment.
Right. Generating this utterly convincing illusion. You'd swear your senses weren't lying. The machines nail that. They're those perfect deceivers.
It's a chilling thought that certainty itself could be the trap. Okay, so let's dig into the system itself. Because it's not just a mind prison, is it? There's this whole layer of socioeconomic exploitation going on.
Totally. It's built on total concealment. If you put on, say, a Marxist lens for a moment,
okay,
you've got the base. That's the brutal reality. Humans harvested for energy. Utterly horrific.
Grim.
And that's completely hidden by the superstructure, the cultural layer, which is the simulation itself, that comfy late 20th century light.
A soothing simulation.
Exactly. The whole point is to create false consciousness. People living inside have no idea they're being exploited. They think they're, well, maybe not perfectly happy, but free-ish, comfortable.
Which brings us to Cypher, his choice. Wow. He knows the truth. He's seen the real world.
And he chooses to go back.
Yeah, he wants the stake, the ignorance. He explicitly asked to be plugged back in, forget everything. That says so much about the allure of the lie versus, harsh freedom.
It really does. And it highlights this other dimension, right? If the system imprisons the body and exploits it economically, what about the mind, the spirit? Because the real prison, arguably, is ignorance, not knowing, which kind of leads us down a more Gnostic path.
Gnosticism. Okay, so break that down a bit. If ignorance is the prison, who are the guards? Is the architect supposed to be like God or something else?
Well, in a Gnostic framework, the architect isn't God in the ultimate sense. He's more like the demiurge.
Demiurge.
Yeah, the creator of this flawed material world, the simulation, and the agents. They're the enforcers, the archons, basically keeping everyone trapped in the deception.
Got it. So liberation isn't about breaking physical chains initially, but about knowledge. Gnosis.
Precisely. Supreme knowledge.
Yeah.
Recognizing the illusion for what it is, that's the key.
And how Neo gains power feels very Eastern, doesn't it? It's not just about fighting harder.
Not at all. It's about transcendence. Realizing the illusory nature of reality, what in Buddhism might be called Maya.
The spoon hunt?
Exactly. That scene is pivotal. There is no spoon. It's about Neo, learning to perceive the code, the simulation itself.
Bending the rules because he knows they aren't fundamentally real.
He achieves that self-transcendence by seeing past the facade. That's where his real power comes from.
Okay, so we've got Plato, Descartes, Marx, Gnosticism, Buddhism. Let's bring it all back home.
Yeah.
To the individual level, what's the core message about identity here?
Well, I think it boils down to self-determination.
Thomas Anderson to Neo.
Exactly. The journey from the assigned identity, the cog in the machine Thomas Anderson, to the self-chosen, self-aware identity, Neo, the rebel.
And the red pill is the symbol for that choice.
It is. It represents that conscious choice.
Yeah.
And it's painful, irreversible.
Yeah.
You're choosing to wake up, to reject the imposed system, and define yourself. And, what keeps this deep dive feeling so relevant now is how those anxieties the film tapped into about AI, about simulated reality, hyperreality, they feel incredibly current.
Oh, absolutely. With deepfakes, AI image generation, figuring out what's real online is getting harder and harder. The lines are blurring.
We're kind of living that crisis of perception the film warned about.
It really struck a chord. Apparently, it even inspired a real-world philosophical movement called Matrixism, people who see reality as multi-layered and semi-subjective.
It makes sense. The film poses such fundamental questions.
So we have to leave you, the listener, with this thought. What comfortable illusion, what part of your reality might you still be choosing to ignore? Something to chew on.